Next up, we headed to Nakano Broadway, which is my favourite of places to vintage toy hunt. There's always something new to be seen, and this time was no exception. Okay, so I'm now back in the UK and I've had a chance to fully go through all the things I picked up. And then Jeremy from Tokyo Toy, we always do a trade every time I go over and every time we meet up. So we did a big trade. I'll show you some more of that in a minute.
Welcome to Toy Polloi.
That's right, you're Dave. We're Toy Polloi. Dave.
Should we start this again?
No, I think it's fun. So Dave, we're here in a cafe. We saw each other about a year ago.
Yeah, just under a year ago.
Yeah. We do our annual video trade. And today's what we're here to do. We're here to do a trade, a toy trade. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, and then I've got a bag of stuff. He's got a bag of stuff. Vague idea of what some of it might be. Do you have any idea of what?
Absolutely no. I think normally I have no idea what you're going to give me. It's always a big surprise. So.
All right, so let's see what we got. I'm just gonna put this up here. Yours looks like it's Halloween themed. It's Halloween colors, Monster Japan. This is a toy shop in Ebisu.
It is, and that bag I've had for many years. It just happened to be, a useful size one to bring it back to Japan after all this time.
Well, I'll give it back to you if you want to keep it, if it's sentimental. All right.
It's probably a collector's item on its own now.
Should I draw out an item, or should you draw out an item?
You go first.
Okay, I'll draw out an item
pick
here.
one out.
Let's see. It's like trick or treat. Let's see. We've got a Klingon. We've got a Klingon. Let's see. Which Klingon is this? Is this?
It's Galron.
Is Galron? It is Galron. Look at that. He's got his little Klingon stand. He's the what's his rank? The high Glarbagard.
I can't remember.
he's like the top guy. Yeah, we'll insert a clip of Galron here for those.
I'm sure he growls a lot. Or something.
Yeah.
That's what they generally do.
He looked a lot like my friend Brian Shuffett. Brian Shuffett, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
I could see there were like 11 people watching. And then I went, well, I guess I'm going to have to wake them up on the next one. And what I did was I just turned around and I just went, and then I went crazy. And
It's like going to your bag of bits. We have a comic.
Yes.
What is this then?
This is a sealed copy of Fist of the Blue Sky, and this is the last.
This is what you worked on?
Yeah, this is the last volume that I worked on. I didn't work on the last half. I worked on the first half.
So this has some of your drawings in it?
Yeah,
some of your,
and
some of your artwork.
then I left. I went back to the U.S. Middle of this book somewhere.
So is this a collector's piece?
It's not worth much, but
What if you sign it?
I don't know if I'm allowed to legally. Join the Patreon.
Thank you very much. That's cool.
Well, there you go. Feel free to open it and look through it. It's all in Japanese though.
Yeah.
Our next item. Oh, it's the mailman from the real Ghostbusters.
Attention all Ghostbusters. Be on the lookout for haunted human, each sold separately. They're running out fast.
I've always wanted this toy. I can't remember if I had it as a kid. I can't remember. I know I held it. So I don't know if it was mine or if it was a relative.
That's from my personal collection.
Is it? Oh man.
I love the last few toys fairs I went to.
I don't even know how his thing works.
I think don't you just...
It's hard to do with one hand. Yeah, that's so cool. Look at that.
The last couple of toy fairs I've been to, I've been looking out for one for you. And they don't have them. For some reason they
thank you so
disappeared. So I
much.
thought I'll give you mine and I'll find another one because they are. It's a relatively common figure, but
You gotta be careful with that tie too.
I've just been unable to find you one. So there you go. That's
Thank you so much.
the ghostly mailman.
That's so good. Maybe.
So these are the bottle tops.
Yes, and these are not only just bottle tops. These are Pepsi Man. Which we were talking about a bit on the train.
There's a guy falling into some goop.
Yes. So these are all
Pepsi Man bumming a wolf man with a weird ghost. Those are cool.
Yeah, so I've got a video coming out about these and some other Pepsi Man related products, but a lot of these exist because of our good friend Ken, who was the lead sculptor on these toys and some other of the Pepsi Man items, which we will get into in a future video. But I thought, I've been buying loads of Pepsi Man stuff, so I had a lot of triples, so I figured I'd share the love and maybe you can get Ken to sign some of those or something.
Cool. Yeah. No, those are really cool.
By the way, these were actually the very first bottle cap toys ever produced.
I know I've got lots of sort of Gundam related ones and things like that, because I think I've got some Ultraman ones as well. They've done loads, haven't they, of these?
Yeah.
It's sort of
But
a whole series
the
of them.
Pepsi Man ones are really fun and comedy based. And these are a lot of the horror ones. Some of them are the horror ones, but there's dozens and dozens of these. There's so many.
Cool. Well,
But yeah,
thank you very much. I like
figured
that.
you might enjoy to have some of those.
お待たせしましたペプシマンボトルキャップちょっと危ない15種類 Get Pepsi Man Bottle Cap!
Alright, I'll grab another item here. Oh, we've got some m.a.s.k.
Masked crusaders working overtime, fighting crime.
This is the definition of plastic crack right here.
I was never into masks. It's only in recent years someone sent me a mask vehicle,
Yeah.
and I love them now. So every time I see someone, I keep buying job lots of figures
Oh man.
because I'm trying to get every single figure. So you end up with loads of duplicates.
Yeah.
But the masks seem to be they're always what everyone wants is the mask.
Yeah, the masks are the harder part to get, but the figures, I just love this scale. Like you can see like the size compared to other toys. It's the same as the Hoodman, the Micro Hoodman.
I also cartoon sci-fi. I think they're great. So yeah, it was a toy line I was never into, but now I just keep buying them. I absolutely love them.
When I was a kid, I had some of these, and I remember specifically which ones I had, and I loved them. And I remember the TV show vividly, but like after like 1991 or something, I just forgot about it all. And then I probably never thought about them again until like maybe 10 years ago.
They came out when I was probably about 15 or 16, so I was just a bit too old to be into them as toys, but I knew about them. And I really hadn't had any interest in them. But as soon as someone sent me one of them, I started messing about with it and stuff. And immediately there's that sort of connection of like, I had to have them. I just keep buying them. I've got so many of the figures, like a growing selection of vehicles. Duplicates of
Yeah,
vehicles.
see,
I can't
that's-
help myself.
We've got him in sight. Hold on, M.a.s.k will be right back.
All right, your turn, sir.
I'll take the big box out.
All right, well, there's a nice little magic box of stuff in there. There's some stuff for both of you in there, actually.
Mrs. Toy Polloi is hiding off camera,
Yes.
so you won't be seeing her, or she will be blurred out. So we've got lots of, well look, straight away.
Oh.
It's Battle of the Planets. A whole series there. It's Jason, Mark.
Yeah, so those are Korean Battle of the Planets soft vinyl toys. Which I'm not sure how old they are.
Princess.
But they were mint in the box, and I got
They're
these
tiny
from
as well.
I got these from Tony from Retro World Korea.
Those are amazing.
He hooked me up a little with a trade on these, but I know that you were into those.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be a fun project because they don't have any of their capes, and I thought it might be fun to make some custom vinyl wing capes for them.
Yeah. Those are fantastic. I have a box set of some Korean Gatchaman figures, which these aren't. These are definitely different because the ones I have got. I think they've sort of got separate belts and stuff. So there's obviously a few different versions of them, but yeah, those are fantastic. I've never seen those before. Properly nice. And then I can see more. We've got a little Astro Boy there.
Yeah, there's Astro Boy with I always forget this guy's name, Ashtray or something. And there's a big robot, which is actually kind of a hard one to get.
Right.
I think his name is Bull something.
There's a tiny little soft vinyl.
toys, and you can change out his arm with a rocket firing arm.
That's cool. There's more of those. we have that. What is that then? I don't
So
know.
that's so you know Jig, Kotetsu Jig.
Yeah.
That is the villain from that series.
Oh, cool.
That's a vintage figure. So you had Jig was die-cast, and the
Yeah.
villain was in this format.
I have the magnetic G, the one that is Baron Karza, you know, with the removed.
Yeah.
I have that, so that'll look very nice next to it.
got the nice
and then we have a
vinyl cape.
very lovely glittery little Godzilla, sparkly Godzilla
Yeah, it's a Marasan, one of their mystery capsules.
from 2003.
Yeah, it's actually from this year, but they haven't updated their tags
Ah,
for some reason.
That's really nice.
Yeah, that's
It's
the original
very
50.
sparkly.
That's the original 1954 Godzilla.
That's really nice, really sparkly. I think Mrs. Polloi and I will be fighting over a few of these things. It's fine. Yeah, Hello Kitty and Sparky Godzilla, clearly.
Yeah, this got the Hitch and Cyborg vibes, like
Yeah.
the vinyl parts.
That's cool, thank you, I like it. Really nice, really nice.
No problem. All right, back into my trick or treat bag. The werewolf. The real Ghostbusters werewolf.
Can I scare? Scare Ghostbusters. Thank you.
Oh, who's there? Me. Oh, the Wolfman monster. Run!
Each sold separately.
Say, I need a rest. Roar! It's fearsome flesh. Sick 'em, guys. Go!
I flip my lid when he's scared.
Ah!
It's a howl when scared.
Ah!
The real Ghostbusters. Blue from Kenner.
Blast 'em! Ah!
This is another major one.
That's another
So-
one from my collection. Again, I've been,
Oh my goodness.
I've been hunting at the toy fairs and I couldn't find them, so I thought, again, I'll give you mine and I'll get another one in future.
This is one of my favorites when I was a kid.
He is a really cool one. I'm lucky I have a carded version of
Yeah.
him. So,
And Dave helped me get a Frankenstein and a mummy last time.
yeah.
And Granny Gross.
Why are they so hard to get here? Just not...
I don't know. I mean, they didn't really sell that line here. And when I went back to the U.S., I found some stuff, but you know, they're all a bunch of reissues now too. But certain ones that just don't pop up as much. Thank you so much. I'm very happy about that. Feel free to grab another item from your bag.
There's more books, so let me grab
More books.
more
I
heavy.
feel like my Aunt Mary. She always gives out books for presents.
But it's nice that you've given us lots of heavy things to carry back
Yes.
to the UK.
Yeah. I figured, you know, you guys might want to use some extra weight to weigh you down.
So we've got Astro Boy,
Those are Astro Boy cards.
like playing cards. Or,
I think they're just like art cards. They have like old box art from like old model kits and comics and posters and stuff.
that's cool. Very
Yeah,
nice.
they're really cool. If you took some out and put them in a frame together, they would look really cool.
Well, there's another one of your...
Yes, so this is an interesting one because this is volume 1 and this is volume 2.
Yeah.
So this was their attempt to break out in the English market. And so these are all English,
Right.
but they're marketed to
So that's
Japanese.
Fist of the Rising Star.
So this has Fist of the North Star.
Fist of the North Star.
Yes, and City Hunter and some other classic stuff like
But in English.
but in English, but it was marketed as a way to study English, which is why it's all in Japanese in the front. There's even a CD-ROM to like study with
I'll
Fist
be
of
able
the
to
North
learn
Star.
and watch
Yeah,
and enjoy
yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, but you could read some English 80s Japanese manga.
And then what's this one?
And these are reprints of the old 50s Astro Boy manga. So they're fresh reprints on similar paper to what they would have been printed on. One of them had a tear in it. I think I taped one together with the rest. And there's some of the little bonus things stuck inside.
Is that a poster or something? It says Happy Birthday?
Yes, it was Astro Boy's birthday. It was Astro Boy's birthday box set is where I got a lot of this stuff.
And another book?
And there's a mixture of color and black and white inside each book.
I mean, that's a comic.
Yep.
I'll try and show you some of them.
But they're really cool because they even reprint a lot of the ads and stuff in them.
That's really nice. Thank you. I like those. Do we want to do more? There's more
No,
in there, I
I'll
think.
grab.
There's more.
I'll grab. I also fill a book. I wonder what book it could be.
There's a tiny little thing as well. If you glance first, go for that one.
Oh, look
Because
at
there's a
that.
classic.
Whoa. Fan Club Splinter. This is a Turtles fan club, I assume.
Yeah.
Unless it was just a Splinter fan club.
No, it's the Turtles UK fan club.
Wow,
badge.
that's so cool.
But yeah, they just found randomly in a charity shop. I found that and one other turkey. I know exactly the person.
Thank you very much.
Who will want that.
I love it.
And yes, and then a book.
And then there's a book.
Which you will probably know what it is.
Oh my goodness.
It's a surprise.
Whoa, look at that. The Toy Polloi Annual 2024.
And who did the artwork in the top corner there?
Well, the artwork on the bottom was by
Moko
Yo, which is awesome. Look at that. And then the beautiful artwork of Dave there by yours truly. Spitting image. This is awesome. So you gave me your previous one last trip.
Yeah, so this is this year's Toy Polloi Annual, packed full of retro toy goodness. And there's links all over my social media. It's still copies available, and you know, grab a copy. It's sold all over the world.
Yeah, so grab your guys' self. Grab your guys' self. I need more coffee. Grab yourself a coffee. After you grab yourself.
It's descended into toy chaos.
That's all gonna be edited out with music. Oh, we gotta keep our eyes out for Fraggle Rock stuff later. Yeah, this looks awesome.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to give away the whole book. I'll stop flipping through
full
it.
of all the stuff that I like. If people watch my channel, they'll know exactly what sort of things.
It's gonna immediately cut to Michael Jackson going, whoo! Alright, anything else? Oh, here we go. So,
That's Anpanman's mate, but I can't remember what
this
his
is
name
Ampaman, his dog. I forgot his dog's name. And this is Viking Man, which means like cavity man.
Right.
And this is a gachapon toy, so you can take his head off, and I think his body goes in his head.
Right.
And this is just a creepy little wind-up thing where like just a dead face, and the thing goes up and down inside his body. I just thought it was like just very odd little bonus things.
And then we have something that is rattling.
Yes, so this is an Ultraman gumball machine that you could only get at the amusement park where the Ultraman ride is. So this is, bubblegum is still less than a year old.
So it's still edible.
Yeah, and it's never been opened. It's still
That's cool.
unturned.
Yeah. I have some bubblegum at home from Terrahawks from 1983.
Oh, you should dump that out and stick the
keep-
1983.
The guy I got it off keeps saying, eat it. And it's like silver, and I mean, it's 40 years. There's no way I'm eating this. It looks revolting. So this I may give a try.
Yeah, so thank you very much, Dave, once again for a fantastic yearly trade. I'm excited to get these guys in my case, my showcase.
Because I never know what I'm getting from you. I think you had a few ideas of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
From you, it's always a mystery, and that's what I like.
I'm glad you liked it. All right, well, we're going to go do some further toy hunting. Make sure you check out Dave's channel, Toy Polloi. There'll be videos of some of the stuff that we do on his channel.